Hello and welcome back to Peacock Plays for another video. Today we've got a daily race at the RedBull Ring on Gran Turismo 7. We're going to jump straight into it. Today we're driving the Corvette C7. It's a grid start for this daily race, and we are starting from 6th position. Lights out, bit of a slow start, but we get going nonetheless. We drop to 7th, which isn't the end of the world. We have the inside line. We're going to take it a little bit cautiously. We don't want to take anyone out, and that causes everyone to bunch up behind us. We get tagged and half spun, and we are at the back of the field with all the work to do in this 11 lap race. So just a quick replay of the start. You can see we get left behind a little bit, but we get going. It's not a disaster of a start off the line, but as we come into turn 1, you see the Porsche just going up the inside. We were taking it a bit too cautiously, and we got half spun around. And you can see we are quite a long way at the back. Let's see what we can salvage as we go into turn 2. Again, nice and cautious, don't need to be diving it up the inside. We gain 2 positions from 2 other drivers spinning or being spun. We come into turn 3. Again, being a bit cautious, we can let everyone in front of us make the mistakes. There's two cars off the road, we get a better drive off another one. So we are up into 10th place. So we're making a rapid recovery to our poor start. We go up the inside of 2 cars in 1 corner, and that is now 8th position. So in the space of half a lap, we have gone from 15th to 8th. Being attacked by the Lamborghini again into the penultimate corner, but we managed to keep the position. And that is lap 1 completed. So as you can see, as we go back and have another look, we are quite a way back. There's no need to go throwing it up the inside, we'll only make things worse. We get 2 positions from spinning cars. And now we're on to the tail of the pack. We have a brief look, but we'll play it safe again, stay in the middle of the circuit. 1 car goes completely off the road, another one goes wide. We get a good run on a 3rd, and that's 3 positions out of turn 3. And as we get a good drive out of turn 4 into turn 5, we go up the inside of 2 cars into 1 corner, and that is 8th position. And as we come up towards the penultimate corner, you can see the Lamborghini having a look at us. But we managed to brake late enough that there is nowhere for him to go. So a quite frantic opening lap. Let's see what lap number 2 brings. Into turn 1. Bit of a mistake for me there. I left the door wide open for the Lamborghini. He did lean on me to get the position. But I probably should have covered that off. He was close enough to have a dive. So as we come into turn 2, knowing that that's how he wants to play it, give him a bit back, lean on him a bit in the same way that he leant on me. Someone recovering back to the circuit, there's another position gained, and as we go into turn 3, I've learnt my lesson from turn 1, and I cover the inside. But I go a little bit wide, can't carry the speed very well, and the Lamborghini once again leans on me as he goes through. All fair enough so far. And we get through again on the Lamborghini after he goes a little bit wide, and he loses another position. So hopefully that is that little fight sorted. Once again, let's have another look. You can see the Lamborghini was going pretty quickly. I doubt he would have made the corner without contact with us, but it wasn't egregious and we were able to stay on the circuit ourselves. So again, as we come up into turn 2, little bit of a dive, and as you can see I was well up his inside before he made any contact with us. Passing the recovering car there for another position, holding the inside, being properly lent on by the Lamborghini through that corner. But again, it didn't really cost us anything. He has a bit of a wiggle halfway through the corner and we managed to slip up the inside. He loses momentum and loses another position. So now we're clear of the Lamborghini, we can get on and see how much further up the order we can get. We are currently in P8. There is a mandatory pit stop in this race, so we'll have to think about when we take that. So we can see that there is a whole gaggle of, there's at least 5 cars ahead of us. There's a podium if we can get through this lot. Had to take a little bit of avoiding action, otherwise there would have been contact with the car in front. Didn't really want to do that. Hasn't cost us too much though, because we would have been behind him anyway. So you can see these 5 cars all squabbling, and I'm starting to think we're only going to get held up here. Most people are going to pit about lap 5 or lap 6. So let's have an early stop. So into the pits we come. Now the decision now is, do we take tyres or save a few seconds in the pit stop? We decided to take the tyres to make sure we don't run out towards the end. Only cost us about 3 seconds to change the tyres. We'll easily make that up with with fresher tyres towards the end of the race. So here we go, we have got a clear track in front of us. We have to drive as fast as we can to see if we can jump some of those cars who are hopefully having a bit of a scrap and holding each other up. So we complete our outlap and let's see what we can do. 2 people have boxed, one being the Lamborghini we had to fight with on lap 2. It looks like there's one of the cars stuck in the pit lane. He's still sat there. He's just leaving now. But so that's up 2 positions. We're into P11. Car directly ahead of us came in from 2nd place, and we're only 6 seconds, not even 6 seconds behind him. So if the group of cars that was between us and 2nd place on lap 4 keep on squabbling before they pit, we could jump a lot of cars here. So we've got P3 that's in the lane. Let's see how close we are to them as we come across to start the next lap. couple more in the pits. And we find ourselves up into P5. So it has worked so far because we were P8 when we pitted. So we come around to the next lap. 2 more cars are in the lane and we are into the podium positions. So with 4 laps to go, let's see if we can catch either of the front 2. I think the leader at this point still hasn't pitted. So we find ourselves on the final lap here. Not a lot happened in those last 3 laps. The leader pitted and came out between us and second place. And we've been lapping pretty consistently and keeping it nice and clean for what has been given the start of the race, where we were at the end of after the first corner. We are in P3 for a pretty impressive podium, if I do say so myself. So as we come down into turn 3, we can see we are going to gain a bonus position. The guy in second has gone wide through the gravel in the Toyota. And I think P2 is quite generous, but we'll take it. This has been a remarkably clean race. There's been no penalties, no contacts, no off-road. And given that we were 15th after turn 1 and we are now 2nd as we're going through to finish the race, I'm very happy with that performance. And as we just watch a replay of us taking the last 2 corners of the race, bit of a weave along the start finish straight as we come across the line as a bit of a celebration to take a podium. Who knows where we might have finished had we had a clean turn 1. But I certainly will take the podium. So that is going to be it for today's. Please like and subscribe and comment on this video, and I will see you again for another video.
PlayStation